I was reading the forecast for today, and it called for tech news. Alright, what's going on, dudes? My name is CTD Rom, and welcome back to another episode of Today in Tech, where I tell you everything about today in tech. A lot of new CPU competitors have been popping up in tech space recently. Yesterday we talked about a company that had claimed they made a 24-core CPU, and now the tech company Nuvia claims that they've made a CPU that can outperform both Intel's latest offerings and Zen 2. The tech company used Benchmark 5 results in power efficiency and performance to get these results, saying that their CPUs outperform even AMD's latest offerings. Now, whether or not this turns out to be true remains to be seen, and as I said in yesterday's video, you kind of have to take this stuff with a grain of salt, because they can say everything they want, and then the product comes out and it doesn't live up to expectations. So we'll have to see when this CPU, if it makes it to the market, gets into reviewers' hands, what the performance numbers are really like. And more leaks for Nvidia seem to be coming out as we draw closer to that September 1st date that, rumor has it, they will be announcing their Series 3000 GPUs. A picture of the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3090 has appeared circulating the internet. According to Tech PowerUp, the PCB appears to be a third-party design coming from one of Nvidia's add-in board partners. The picture is blurred out on most of the PCB and has Intel CPU covering the GPU die area to hide the information. There are 11 GDDR6X memory modules covering the surrounding of the GPU and being very near it. Another noticeable difference is the NVLink finger change, as there seems to be the new design present. Which is actually quite surprising to me, because NVIDIA over the last few years have sort of been fading out NVLink and SLI, so to see this present on the RTX 3090 is kind of cool for the people that like dual GPU setups. And that right there, 3090. NVIDIA, with their last generation, even the one before that, never had a 90 series. It was always 60, 70, 80, and then we had a Titan. So is this taking the place of a Titan, or are they going to make a Titan that's ridiculously overpriced like the Titan was, and no one's going to buy it except for really rich tech YouTubers who like to, throw their money at the rest of us? We'll have to wait and find out, and we'll have to wait until September 1st to truly know everything about these new graphics cards, and I, for one, cannot wait see these new graphics cards. And EA is combining its EA Access and Origin Access into one thing called EA Play. Now, this really won't change things for current subscribers of either platform, and it won't make it harder to get your games if you have the Origin Access or the EA Access side of things. It's merely really just a rebranding for the company, simplifying things, bringing both their services together as one under the same banner. And there's even no price changes. Origin Access and Origin Access Premier are still remaining the same price, and the EA Access is still remaining the same price. It's merely bringing everything under one banner called EA Play. EA Access and Origin Basic will become EA Play, and Origin Access Premier will be changed to EA Play Pro, adding even more in the coming months, starting with exclusive in-game challenges, monthly award drops for members on select titles. Exclusive will include early access and challenges for rewards like Ultimate Team Packs, exclusive vanity items, cosmetics, and more, but will vary by title. And speaking of subscriptions and bundling, Apple is looking to bundle all of its subscriptions into one thing called Apple One. So this would be Apple TV Plus, Apple Arcade, Apple Music, all that. There are rumored to be different tiers that include different things, like the first tier could include music and news, and you step up and you get Apple TV Plus, and you step up, and as you keep going up, you get more and more stuff. And of course, Apple's going to want you to get the highest, most expensive model, so I imagine that'll have some sort of insane deal that'll make it look like that you're getting all the other things at a steal, when really you're just giving them the rest of your money. I don't know. I don't use Apple products myself, so if you use Apple products, tell me in the description down below how you would feel about this. For another piece of news that I just wanted to throw in here, because I saw it and I was like, what the hell? So apparently someone has made a phone case with legs on it that can allow it to skitter on to a wireless charging pad. Why? It's just, I don't know why you would do that. Is it really that hard to take your phone and put it on the wireless charging pad? I'm a pleb. I'm still using wired charging because the OnePlus 7 Pro don't have wireless charging. And I just go, boop, them? And you're telling me you can't take your phone and put it on a pad? I mean, I do that with my Galaxy Buds. I just take the case, boom, on the pad. You need something with legs to do it for you? Also, that's just creepy. What if it got defective at night and then you just felt that running over you? That wouldn't be good. I don't like this. And coming back to Apple for our last story of the day, Epic Games, the creators of one game in particular, it's not that popular, Fortnite, is suing Apple and Google. This all started a few days ago when Epic added a different way to pay for V-Bucks on iOS devices, where you could pay directly to Epic instead of paying through Apple, which completely negates the 30% tax that Apple puts on every single purchase in the App Store. This caused Apple to remove the app from the App Store, and Google swiftly followed. And now EA has filed a lawsuit against the two tech giants. Epic will be arguing that Apple is using monopolistic practices in charging the 30% tax, and if the apps on the store don't want to agree to it, cutting them off from the App Store entirely, cutting that app off from one of the biggest segments of the market out there, and that is Apple users. They'll also make the same argument with Google, but with Google, they're also going after them because apparently on the OnePlus 8 series, Fortnite or a Fortnite launcher was supposed to come pre-installed, and I don't know what Google said to talk OnePlus out of it, but apparently they scared OnePlus so much that OnePlus went, no. And so now we have Epic suing Apple and Google. And while Epic is doing good here, I think we should remember that Epic is no saint. They put out a commercial parodying Apple's 1984 commercial from way back in the day, and while this would normally be fine, this commercial is targeted at kids, and it does seem kind of weird to get small children involved in your legal battles, but that might just be me. Whether or not Epic will succeed in this, because you gotta remember Epic is one of many companies fighting Apple at the moment, and Apple is going under, testifying to the Supreme Court for this very thing, so whether or not this comes out as a good or a bad or a neutral, we'll just have to wait and see until the case finishes out. This could take years, as many of these cases unfortunately do. But I am rooting for Epic in this situation, not because I like them, but because the way Apple is doing business is very unfair with a 30% cut. Now, you could say the same thing for Google, but Google only does that for games. That's why Epic is suing, and they have a stake in that. For other apps, that 30% cut doesn't really matter. And on Android, you can sideload apps. So all apps are just APK files, and you can download the APK files and install them yourself without having to go through the Google Play Store. You can also have other stores on Android. So this really seems to be an attack at Apple, with Google kind of on the side, but we'll have to wait and see as this story unfolds what happens next. And looking at my forecast, that seems to be all the tech news we have for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Come back on Tuesday for more of the techiest of the news. And that'll be all. Thank you very much. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. My Twitter links will be in the description down below, as well as all my sources that I got for today's video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace!